All right, it is Thursday, January 23rd, and this is the second meeting of the Resurrected SIG Doc Security Project. And it looks like we're going to have a light attendance, but for you, Zach, and anybody else that may join or may watch this, the Kubernetes Code of Conduct is in effect, so TLDR, please be excellent to each other. And we can pick up where we left off. So
Right.
Let's see. So like I was saying, 2 weeks ago, last meeting, circled back and looked into a lot of the things that were left undone previously. I will be the first to admit I did not have a lot of traction on my action items, getting a hold of some contacts for other groups. Zach, feel free to put yourself in that doc under new contributors if you'd like. Updates and reminders, follow-ups from last meeting. Seth didn't take care of his action items. Sad face, because that's all I had to do. And so at the end of last week, or last meeting, I believe Marky and I were going to sit down and go through a lot of these security docs that Steve Perry has linked in this Google Doc. I was not able to get a hold of him, so I think next steps would be, I see a Jim Angel.
What's going on, Seth?
What's going on, man? We just kicked off. Zach and I had like a couple-minute informal conversation talking about stuff, and then when we got down to business, I decided to hit record and make this a real meeting. I wasn't sure if people were actually going to show up, so
Awesome.
You're welcome to hang out if you'd like. I know Marky's not going to make it, and Tim Bannister's not going to make it, so I was just kind of recapping the first meeting where we got the few attendees up to speed, bringing Zach up to speed, and then seeing what we need to do for follow-up. And Jim, you and I talked about this last meeting. I was not able to get a hold of Steve Perry. I didn't really go like kicking down his door. But I'm tempted to just create a copy of this doc where he has the list of all the security docs and just have ownership of it.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. I know I'm pretty successful getting a hold of Steve on Slack, but I'm not sure what his schedule is or what he's up to.
I messaged him a couple times, but I've never really interacted with him. I didn't want my first couple experiences with him to be me just like screaming at him.
Pestered him, yeah. I hear you.
Yeah. So, but I'll give him another kick and see if I can get a hold of him. But if not, I was just gonna, create another copy of this doc and add to it. So I know Marky wanted to look into that and follow up on some of those things. And much in the way of getting a hold of Steve, I didn't want to go kicking down doors and some of the other SIGs looking for like point of contacts and stuff, but I'm going to get a little more vocal about that in the next couple weeks to see if I can find somebody, at least in Auth, who wants to be someone I can bother for these things. If that sounds good to you, or if Zach, if you want to do that, that's up to you. If you want to see if you can, I don't know, drop a message in the Auth channel.
And see if I can basically get a point in contact over there?
Yeah,
Okay.
just, it doesn't have to be a person, just maybe drum up some awareness that this project is back. And,
Okay.
and
We'll be looking to collaborate
we're-
in the
yeah.
future.
we're going to be looking to collaborate. And then Jim, what do you think about the bug bounty program? Do you think, aside from that blog post, there's some stuff we can or should do around that? The new Kubernetes bug bounty program. Any thoughts?
Yeah, I haven't spent too much time thinking about it or digging into it, but just kind of speaking top of mind here. It might be worth opening an issue against K website, more about outlining the bug bounty program, more ingrained in like the security docs. I think that would be valuable. We do have some of the security overviews. I think we have case.io/security. I don't know if those are present there or not, but I think besides the blog, it wouldn't hurt.
Cool. Zach, do you want to do that?
I'm sorry, I was just getting situated with SIG Auth. So
No worries. So Jim
what
had a
will
good
those action items be? I'm sorry.
Jim had a good idea of opening an issue against the website repo, Kubernetes/website. for, providing some more info on the bug bounty program aside from just that blog post that went up.
Okay. I think I can do that.
Cool. Now, I'm not saying you have to provide that information, but at least opening up the issue, and then we can go from there. I bet you, because Tim Bannister is super involved on the doc side of things, I bet you he'd like to see that as well. So, and that's super easy. You can open the issue and do as much or as little as you want, and then we can go from there.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was gonna say the same thing. Opening an issue is a good first start, but if someone from the security subgroup wants to own and actually see it to completion, I think that would be even more beneficial. I think opening issues sometimes gets some heat in the open source community because it's a lot easier than doing the work.
Yeah, definitely. So, and I'm happy to work with you on that too, Zach. Actually, going through that blog post and kind of typing up some more formal instructions and docs.
Okay. Let me take a look at that. That'll be some action items for me, is to look at the bug bounty announcement.
Yeah, definitely. And I think, yep, I linked that. And let's see, put that there, and for docs around bug bounty Zach. Jim's action item is to continue to grow the best beard I've ever seen.
Working hard at it.
Nice.
Thanks.
So yeah, I don't have many other updates because I didn't hold up my end of the bargain and get most of my my action items done. So I'm just going to be doing that for this next cycle, and then Zach and I can link up on diving into that bug bounty and getting that issue tracked and starting to do some work on it there. Anything else you got, Jim? I believe you said you got us on the calendar, the Kubernetes calendar. I think you.
Yep. Yeah, I was able to get this meeting on the community calendar, and that was pretty much my only outstanding action item. And like I said, the first meeting, I'm kind of just making sure everything gets up and running, and I can help out in any capacity, and I'll probably slowly fade out.
Cool. I mean, as Doc's co-chair, it's not like you don't have enough to do. So.
I'm always looking for more. Never a dull day in my life.
Nice. Cool. So, I mean, I don't really have anything else to add. Zach, are you good?
Yeah, I'm good. So action items would be work with you around the issue, and then open up basically a bug against Kubernetes /website. Should we? And Jim mentioned something about choosing basically like a security champion to own this. So should we also talk to? I'm not too sure if there's a SIG security, and maybe see if we can find.
I think as long as one of us, or both of us, at least for the few of us on the call, as long as I think Zach or me, as long as we keep working, as long as we do some work on that issue, because like Jim said, it's been known in a lot of open source communities for people just open an issue and then not want to put in any work. So I think if we open an issue and then try to get a PR landed for some docs around the bug bounty program, I think will be good.
Okay.
I don't know, Jim, if there's anybody else you think we should work with on that in the broader SIG or work groups.
Yeah, I think it might just be a general misunderstanding. When I was talking about, getting a security liaison, what I really meant was the SIGDoc security. Since there's a subgroup around it, and since there is the effort to kind of centralize security documents, it makes sense for a member of this smaller sub-community to be very active in that PR and to see that completed, as opposed to just opening an issue up and saying, hey, SIGDocs, it's on you now.
Yep. Cool. Yeah, so no, Zach and I will definitely own that and get that going moving forward. So we're not just complaining, we're actually solving some, because we're calling out a problem and we need to have a solution for it. So we won't just be noisy. But other than that, that's all I got.
I'm good as well. I don't think I have any other questions.
Cool. Jim, how about you?
Here. I'm all good. Thank you.
All right, cool. Well, this will be a nice and quick, easy meeting. I'm going to wrap it up, and we'll see you guys next time.
Awesome. Thanks, Seth. Thanks, Zach.
Thanks guys.
Seth. Thanks, Jim.